Good day and welcome to the Leading with Nice Daily. My name is Matthew Ewell, and this week we're talking about how do we actually develop somebody into a leadership role? What does a leadership model look like? Also, very exciting this week is we will be recording our 100th episode. And as you may know, we're having a contest. We're giving away 5 Echo Dots. Just visit leadingwithnice.com. As a podcast or YouTube subscriber, you're already entered, but there's more ways for you to enter. And I'd love for you to have an Echo Dot because it's a great way to listen to the Leading with Nice Daily via the Amazon Flash Briefing. So it's springtime, the start of May here in Toronto, Ontario, Canada, where I am located. And that means it's time to start doing some lawn maintenance. This is a year I decided to transition the majority of the lawn maintenance from myself to 2 of my 3 sons. I have a 9, 12, and 15-year-old right now. And so the 15 and 12-year-old, I'm teaching them how to do lawn maintenance. And it occurred to me that as I was teaching them how to properly mow the lawn and how to trim and how to clean up the driveway afterwards and bag the yard waste, that what I was actually doing was the same method that you might do if you were training an employee or building somebody up into a new position. And we're going to talk about that. There's lots of different ways people talk about this process, but really it's the same process. Some have different names, some have different steps, but there's 3 steps that I'll talk about: modeling, mentoring, and then requiring. And we'll talk about that this week and what it looks like and how you can implement it. For more on this topic, visit leadingwithnice.com, where we want to help you inspire others, build loyalty, and get results. Talk to you again tomorrow. Good day and welcome to the Leading with Nice Daily. My name is Matthew Ewell, and this week we're talking about the leadership model, how basically you would move somebody into a leadership role by showing them how to become that person, or even just training other people or building somebody else up in an area that you want them to improve in. And of course, it's also very exciting. This week, we will be recording, we're just a few days away, our 100th episode. And to celebrate that occasion, we're giving away 5 Echo Dots. And I'd love for you to win one. It's very easy. Just visit leadingwithnice.com where you can enter. There's a few different ways to enter. And as a podcast subscriber or Alexa Flash Briefing subscriber, or if you're watching on YouTube, you're already entered, but there's ways you can get even more entries. So, as I mentioned yesterday, I'm transitioning yard work and yard maintenance from myself to 2 of my 3 sons. And I want to talk about the first step in that, and it's the modeling step. So anytime you want to engage somebody or develop them or build them into something new, the first step is modeling. And that happens in several ways. One, just by acting the way that you want them to act. So in this case, the first thing I did is I just had my 2 sons watch as I mowed the lawn and trimmed and swept and cleaned. So they could see the whole process. It didn't require anything of them. I didn't make them mow. I didn't quickly pass the lawnmower over to them. And I didn't give them the trimmer and say, okay, go at it, and give them some verbal instructions or send them a link to a YouTube video on how to trim your lawn. I modeled it for them. And in fact, the next few times we went out to teach them, as I slowly transitioned them to doing the work, I would also maybe start with the lawnmower, or I would say, okay, here's a tricky part. So you've done a great job for 75% of this. I'm going to show you this 25%. And I would just model for them. So think about that in your leadership capacity, somebody you're trying to build into. How are you modeling the behavior you want to see in them? For more on this topic, visit leadingwithnice.com, where we want to help you and your team inspire others, build loyalty, and get results. Talk to you again tomorrow. Good day and welcome to the Leading with Nice Daily. My name is Matthew Ewell, and this week we are talking about a leadership development model. And also, I'm very excited because after this episode, we're just 2 episodes away from recording episode 100 of the Leading with Nice Daily. And to celebrate this occasion, we're giving away 5 Echo Dots. and I'd love for you to win one. Just visit leadingwithnice.com where you'll see how you can enter, and there's lots of ways to enter so you can get lots of chances to win, and I'd love for you to win an Amazon Echo Dot. So the second step in the 3 stages of leadership development is mentoring. So I'm using my sons and the lawn mowing transition from me to them doing it as an example. But the second step was I have now taken my hands off for 99% of the process. And as they're doing the lawn mowing, my job in the mentorship stage isn't to say, no, do this, do that. That is basically over the shoulder management, which is horrible, micromanaging. My job is to ask questions, to say, oh, I saw that you had a little trouble in that corner. What did you try? Oh, how else might you try that? Okay, well, maybe next time try both and see which one works better. Or it could look something like this in your office. Oh, hey, I've noticed that you dealt with some conflict over there. What was the outcome of that? Might there be some lingering effects? How do you think you'll record or take note of that for future learning? It's about asking questions, coaching. If you ever had a great coach, you probably are already great at this because a great coach modeled and then mentored. So for more on this topic, visit leadingwithnice.com, where we want to help you and your team inspire others, build loyalty, and get results. Talk to you again tomorrow. Good day and welcome to the Leading with Nice Daily. My name is Matthew Ewell, and this week we're talking about the leadership development model. And also, tomorrow we are recording our 100th Leading with Nice Daily episode. And to celebrate, we will be giving away 5 Echo Dots. I'd love for you to win one. The contest closes tomorrow at noon, and we will be drawing for the Echo Dots then. So head over to leadingwithnice.com where you can enter the contest, and there are lots of ways to enter. You can get more entries by doing different actions, and they're pretty simple, like retweeting a tweet or visiting our page on YouTube if you're not already doing that. And you will have a chance, many chances to win an Amazon Echo Dot. So talking about the third step in the leadership development model is the requiring. This is the step where basically you've now modeled what you want to see, you've mentored, you've helped train, you've helped build up, and now you're going to require it. This is where the rubber hits the road for somebody. And if the person hasn't achieved or hasn't done what you expect, this is where you'll find out pretty quickly. And it might also be an indication of your ability to model and mentor as well, too. So there'll be some learning in this for you as well. This is where you expect and require people to do what you've modeled and mentored. You've explained what the positive and negative outcomes can be by not or by doing what you've suggested and recommended. And you've taken enough time to ensure that they fully understand. You've asked questions, you've made yourself available. Now, this does not mean if they call and ask a question, you're like, no, I've mentored and modeled. My job is done. I'm just requiring now. But this is definitely the time that you say to yourself, they're not actually executing in the way that I expect them to. And it's a time for you to ask questions of yourself and ask further questions of them. Doesn't mean you stop. Maybe you go back to the mentoring stage. You put some more effort in there. But after a while, if it's not happening the way you expect, maybe you have the wrong person in the wrong seat or maybe on the wrong bus altogether. But if you see somebody really excelling, then you know you have done a great job and they're the right person. So for more on this topic, visit leadingwithnice.com, where we want to help you inspire others, build loyalty, and get results. I'll talk to you again tomorrow. Good day and welcome to the Leading with Nice Daily. My name is Matthew Ewell, and this week we are talking about the leadership development model. And probably for today, more excitingly, for me at least, and hopefully for you as well, this is our 100th episode of the Leading with Nice Daily. So thank you so much. I know there's a few of you who have been here from episode 1, and we're going to do many multiplications of 100. We will be doing episode 1000 one day, I'm sure, and even more so. So thank you very much. And today what I want to talk about is in this leadership development model, something that I think is really important, and it's how you start. And how you start matters because you should be starting with the end in mind. So think to yourself as you start this process, what do you want this person to look like? How do you want them to react at the end of it? And are you modeling behavior that you hope they would also model into the future? So, some people would approach with a real tough love attitude, and some would approach with a real, arm around their shoulder. Are these the ways you want to develop the leader? I'm not suggesting one is better than the other, but you need to begin with the end in mind. From the very first time you've made a decision that this is how we're going to proceed with this modeling, mentoring, and requiring relationship. Are you starting the right way? Because that will be potentially the most important step. If you don't start well, it will take you so much more to build up that trust and to have the person believe that what you are modeling and what you are mentoring them into is value. It's very easy for somebody, especially when they're your subordinate, to treat you great. Of course, you're their boss. They're probably in survival mode if they're not loving your leadership style. And it's hard for you to discern if it's authentic or not, their admiration. So start well, because only by starting well will you be able to build that trust. And trust, as we know, is very fast. It helps you move quick in a development model. So thank you so much. Thank you for being here for episode 100. For more on this topic, visit leadingwithnice.com, where we want to help you and your team inspire others, build loyalty, and get results. Talk to you next week.